Hi there, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In 2022, almost 4 years ago to the day, my wife Sarah, alter ego Daisy, and me, alter ego Trip, traveled from New Brunswick to Vancouver Island, towing our A-liner with our iconic 5 EV. In preparation for the trip, although I wasn't feeling very well after recovering from chemo and radiation treatments due to cancer, I tripped the trailer and car out with a hippy-dippy flare. After all, those hazy, crazy days of yore was when I was just a young man. We had about 100,000 followers on Facebook at the time, and it wasn't unusual to pull up at a gas station to charge up the car and have a perfect stranger approach us. They even took selfies with the trailer and us, which was very cool. I remember as we made our way home, pulling into a campground near Penticton on my birthday, and after we were all set up, a man came over and wished me happy 81st birthday. Now how special is that, eh? We took our time going to and returning from Vancouver Island and made quite a few side trips, like Barkerville, where an uncle of mine is buried. Crazy artist shot himself in the head many years ago at the Wells Hotel. One of my favorite places during our road trip was when we pulled off the highway on the way there and had our own little spot for about 3 days. No neighbors except for a beaver living in a stream where we went swimming every day to cool off from the summer heat. We also stopped for a few days at Kootenay Lake, where a friend of a friend had a place overlooking the lake. We had a great time there, and to show my appreciation, I painted him a sign and gave him a book, Arctic Odyssey, which I wrote and illustrated after returning home from sailing the Northwest Passage when I was just a young man of 54. 54 years old then. You might like to check out my YouTube video, Adventure Artist Sails the Northwest Passage. We had many brief stops during the road trip, like the Buffalo Jump Museum, rode a train at Fort Steele, and while at Moose Jaw, we went through the legendary mobster Al Capone's moonshine tunnels that had actors playing various parts of that era. We also visited Indian Head, which hosted the Little Mosque of the Prairies TV series. Of course, a long road trip can have a few mishaps, like when the EV battery almost died and we had to be towed. And of course, one of my favorite stops was in Erin, Ontario, at my daughter's place, where she gave me a haircut. I am once again sporting a ponytail, which is fine with me, especially since haircuts are so expensive, like most anything these days. My traveling days are pretty much over, although we just got back from a road trip to Newfoundland about a month ago. If you like this video, you might consider checking out my YouTube Artist Plein Air watercolor of a grounded iceberg in Newfoundland that I posted a few weeks ago. And that's about it. But hey, if you enjoyed this old artist rant, please give it a like, or better yet, subscribe to my YouTube channel. All I need is love. Love is all I need.
Yeah, that would be good, hey?
Yeah, that would be great.
And give me a kiss.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheers, eh?